Greetings, one and all, and welcome back to Chapter Master. Decided to get back to my roots for a little bit, haven't actually done much 40k in a while, and I wanted to play Chapter Master, but the Lamenter's Redemption was starting to piss me off. I love the chapter, I like the concept, but the futile nature of it and the fact that the game's so badly unbalanced, was just pissing me off. Like, I attempted to play it yesterday, got 4 minutes in, first ancient ruin, sent first company down, 4,000 traitor marines, first company were eaten, the planet got immediately transformed into a demon world. And I'm not going to share that footage because I was so psychotically fucking angry that it wasn't even humorous anger, it was genuine rage. It was like anger on levels of wrath. So we're going to ignore that. And instead, I want to play as my own personal homebrew chapter. I think I may have done this once in the past before, but I think it was like a one-shot. But I'd actually like to just, play this for a bit of fun. So my founding chapter, I actually created this in 2004, when the first, Create Your Own Space Marine chapter chart came out. So they are Storm Knights. Fourth founding chapter, so just after the War of the Beast, descended from the Dark Angels. Now I've put these guys maybe before the Great Rift for stat-wise, and I kind of balanced the best I could. Bolter drilling, that's, I like to think the Storm Knights were a lot more sacred with their bolters than everyone else, so they're very well drilled in them. Like, the Holy Bolter actually applies to these guys. Enemy Fallen and Scavengers, my guys operate in the Galactic West, or Galactic Southwest, far away from anything, so they have to do a lot of scavenging to make up for their equipment. Of course, Never Forgive, because of the Dark Angel thing. Suspicious, again, Dark Angels. And Sieged, well, the chapter's been pretty badly damaged in the last few years. Homeworld. The Homeworld is the planet of Telenor. Telenor 4, to be exact. And it's actually a feudal world. I don't know why I didn't check that. Feudal world. Personal rule. Apprenticeship. Very knightly, very squire-ish. For the Emperor and the Lion, just standard sort of thing. Dark grey armor with lightning-coloured shoulder pads. Yes, it was a retarded scheme when I was a kid and created it. And yes, it's probably still a retarded colour scheme to paint now. But, it's all good. Renamed all the things, so they call themselves Knights rather than Marines. So, very much heavily weighing on the knightly influences, like even more than the Dark Angels for this chapter. So, Nightwing, Deathwing. Deathwing and Ravenwing are the same sort of thing. No GNC mutations, descended from the Dark Angels, of course. Citral Valenoris is the current chapter master. And he has a mastercrafted relic blade and a plasma pistol, which were bequeathed to the chapter upon their founding. So, I figure, got a full chapter. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's fascinating. With the Heresy mod, the red weapons don't quite fit, but the trim, I can't tell if the shoulder pad's hideous, but the black and red looks very seductive. Oh, this is weird. What about a suit of... That looks like lava. Wow. Crazy. Any Terminator suits? Oh, I don't have anyone with Terminator plate. Crazy. Fascinating. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a kind of a nice little long play. And occasionally I'll spout nonsense I made up about my chapter, but if you're not interested in that, then, just skip ahead 30 seconds. But yes. Alright, so we will get into the gameplay. Now, how many Marines have I got on hand? I've got... Really? They're not even full strength? Let's go. Well, of course we want to moderate recruitment. No. Apothecarium. Chapter settings. Oh, yeah, companies are mostly under strength. What I might actually start to do is promote these guys to different companies to boost up their numbers. Right. Promote Ninth Company. Devastators. And then we'll keep a squad on hand as just designated scouts. Alright, how's 7th Company looking now? 39 Marines. That's alright. Alright, we've got all the armor in place. Got... interesting, interesting. Alright, I'm thinking we keep the chapter as a single formation. Because in my head, the Storm Knights tend to operate as a single or group or several small groups. So they tend not to split. But when they split, it's usually multiple companies. They very rarely do single companies by themselves. They usually have multiple companies operating as backup. Alright. Olympia. I thought the Imperial Fist's Exterminatus did. Alright, so we've got orcs in the sector. Should keep us entertained. Now, we don't have a battle barge, but we've got strike cruisers. In my head, the chapter has a battle barge, so maybe we'll try and get some... nearby forge worlds. Cool. We'll get them to build that. Now, recruitment... yeah, everything can go on slow, I think. We'll have moderate recruitment for scouts. Alright. Time to load up. I want the Land Raiders... okay, I want... cool. Now, I'm thinking what we do for the other 2 Land Raiders is we shall... how about we transfer them to, say, 4th Company, and then that way they can have them. Oh, we can't actually load that many rhinos. There we go, that's alright. Interrogator chapters. Captain Marvin. That's a bit... oh, well. Alright. Well, probably worth... yeah. And the rest of them we can just load up on vehicles as we got them. See, 2 Land Raiders is a decent amount of firepower. Shit. They won't let me have rhinos, I'm guessing. Ravengur's Brazen. Alright, there we go. Bird Company, Fraxmon's Revenge. Also, Swift Fist. Okay, that's a bit off. See, that Fraxmon's Revenge is alright. Typhoon Master, Ghost of Caliban. See, that fits well with a Dark Angel successor. I like that. But yes, my chapter. They were 4th founding, so founded just after the War of the Beast. Successors of the Dark Angels. However, what's interesting about my chapter over everyone else is these guys actually hate their founder because these guys resent the fact that they were roped into the quest for the Fallen when it's really not their fucking problem. Like, this was what, 1500 years after the heresy? The fall of Caliban really isn't their problem, and the fact that they've been roped into it causes a lot of silent resentment in amongst the chapter, which has only gotten worse and more to a head now the... oh, I don't have enough room for vehicles. Now that... do we put a company on the home planet? What do we reckon? This is the Devastator Support Company. But yeah, it's only gotten worse as it's gotten to a head because of the Primaris Marines. So it's going to become interesting. Alright, I think 6th Company is going to stay on Telenor themselves, along with their strike cruiser, just in case I need to call them up. And yeah, we'll leave the scouts and vehicles with them too. Now what I'm thinking, 6th Company, what ship did they have? It doesn't matter. Oh, what do we go? Fleet! Garganel's Revenge, okay. So we want to take the fleet minus Garganel's Revenge and the Predator of Tyrannid. Everyone else buggers off that way. And that way we have a small fleet above the planet in case chaos shenanigans happens. Alright, let's begin. Oh yeah, artifacts. Do we have anything? No, we don't. Alright, we've got Eversource. Ooh, I need to add some chain axes and power weapons. Melee 80. See, for only an extra $6, you may as well get power axes if you can afford it, as opposed to chain axes. Although yeah, 6 of 1 really. Chainsaw is 60 melee damage, that's plus the extra 20 damage for only 1 cost. So you may as well do chain axes over chain swords. But yeah, the Storm Knights very much resent their Primogenitor chapter, because the founder was not actually inducted into the Inner Circle until after the Fourth Founding was founded, and he was made Chapter Master. So suddenly it was, oh hey, by the way, you're the new Chapter Master of this brand new chapter, and half of our Legion turned traitor, and it's your problem to hunt down the survivors. So that attitude's kind of infected into the Storm Knights DNA, where they're very passive-aggressive. They hunt for the Fallen, but they don't appreciate the fact that they are forced to do it. So there's quite a few things like the Dark Angels will tell them to go search for a planet, and instead of sending their whole chapter or a full squad, ooh, nice, oh, 3 Power Fists, brilliant, full squad, they'll just send, they'll send a squad instead of a company to go deal with it, which kind of pisses off the Dark Angels to no end. But despite that, they are still technically a member of the Unforgiven, so they've got that in their back pocket. The current Chapter Master, with the addition of Primaris Marines, now I'm not even going to bother talking to Orcs, with the addition of Primaris Marines, sees this as a chance to be free of the Dark Angels and the taint of the Unforgiven once and for all. So they're purposefully not inducting Primaris Marines into the Inner Circle, with the hope that when they eventually all die out, the regular Marines, that they'll be free of it forever. A strategy that the Dark Angels haven't actually picked up on yet, but will most likely be pissed off when it happens. Wow. I just love the bolters just obliterate them. That's brilliant. Alright. It's 2 from there, and it's about the same, really, isn't it? Yeah, so it's 4 either way. So at least I'm still staying on warp routes. Right, full strength attack. But yeah, Storm Knights very much a knightly world. They actually founded on a feudal world, which was not a knight world, because of course knight worlds belong to the Mechanicum, but very feudal in idea and ideology. So the Storm Knights kind of just fitted themselves into that structure, and very traditional knightly. So not sort of warrior monk, the Caliban's Knights Templar sort of thing, like the Black Templars, or the historical Knights Templar. But more kind of English knights, squires, peasants sort of attitude. Alright, Festoon. So we've got 2 Forge Worlds on this sector, which is good. And we've got Telenor is still running perfectly fine. Recruitment. Oh, cool. We've got 2 recruits starting. Might up it to fast, just for expedience's sake. I should also... I want to try and get Terminator suits. But even then, I might think about upgrading some of these guys with power weapons and equipment. That Orc World's going to be the bigger problem. But we will... Yeah, I want to make my way... No, we'll make our way back north, because that planet will be the bigger problem. Oh. We should probably do a save, I think. I just realized I forgot to do that. We'll see if this ends as a nightmare scenario. 1 battleship? 1 battleship. Alright, the Storm Knights can fight this. Alright, I still think the spaceship combat in this is woefully retarded. But no matter. I really want to start mid-maxing power armor builds and stuff as well. So I want 20 Terminators for first company. Then I'm thinking Mark 4 and Mark 4 for first company. And then maybe Mark 6 for heavy weapons companies, because the Mark 6, here we got armor. Mark 6 has plus 10% range, but extra armor. Mark 4 Maximus has melee and range, so it's perfect for veterans. That one is really heavy, like, but minus 10% range. So it would be worth arming a sword and shield company with that. Although, man, it's expensive. And Mark 7's just bleh. Mark 8's got, you know, ups the armor quality a bit. See, artificial armor has plus 10% melee, but for the cost, you may as well do... she's got 35 armor class. So it's like, kinda... The armor is what you want. Because if you just want the bonuses, you're better off doing Mark 4. And Tartaros, I'd love to find a suit of Tartaros. That would be very... Oh yeah, we've got SDCs. Where are we actually? I should do a save and then test them out. But first, we're going to bomb. Because the Storm Knights, they respect human life, but and especially a lot more than the Dark Angels or any of their the other Unforgiven dude. They respect human life, but they're a bit more practical. They tend to follow the Codex Astartes in terms of structure a lot better than the rest of the Dark Angels. However, like with many, like the Celestial Lions and stuff, they tend to have their own ideologies and naming systems going into it. So it's kind of like, yeah, we appreciate this, but can we just change the names and occasionally do our own thing? Also, I should name these companies, but I want to name them when they've got names, if you know what I mean. I think G-U-A-R-D, Guardians of Telenor, because they are the Guardians of Telenor. I think that's a worthy name for them. And then the rest, I think we need to give them names. They need to earn their names. Alright, now. Yeah, we'll go to Kumazon and then go back to Persia. And then I think southwards is where we should head. Tiny? Well, first company, you can go deal with that. Also, I probably shouldn't have landed first company with just the tanks, because I'm imagining the Land Raiders are just going to kill everything. Yeah. Oh no, accurate bolters. Oh no, the Land Raiders did do most of that. Oh well. Now, don't be an idiot. Remember to reload your weapons and equipment. Forge Master, you and one other mook go get that relic for me, SDC for me. Thank you. And we've got flamers and equipment. That's good. I can start refitting the companies with special weapons. See, scavengers is such a good ability, because it means you're not spending so much, and you can actually get shit out of it. So 3 power fists, you know, 10 flamers out of scavenging, plus the melter guns. I mean, that's good. If I could scavenge a few plasma guns, that would be nice. Alright, we'll do a cheeky save, because we want to see what the SDCs have got for us. Also, I don't have a backup save of this, and I really should. I'll probably do that at the end of the video. Right, SDC. Identify, war gear, yes we want to keep that. Yes, we want to keep that. Nope, I'm 100% happy with everything that's just occurred. Wow, they went down to 3? Chainsaws can't get any lower in cost, and combat knives can't get lower than costs. That's crazy. But $9, 16% discount, $9. I'm more interested in armor costs. See, Mark 3 went down from 55 to 47. Mark 6 Corvus went down to 17, 26. See, this is good. I'm hoping for the 25% discount, but 16% discount for weapons is good. A plasma gun goes from 90 to 77. I like that. Very, very nice. Oh, sniper rifles. I should probably I'll probably do it off screen just because I think the micromanaging might get a bit boring for you guys, but I want to try and get at least maybe 2 melter guns, 2 flamers per company, and maybe 5 sniper rifles? Not for every company, but maybe 5 sniper rifles per every even company. Just so there's an even deathitude of weapons. back to Persia. Wow, the orcs really made themselves at home. Alright, full attack. Yeah, cut them down, lads. Alright. Good. Now, they've gone down to sparse. Now we target the next heavily modified world. The Storm Knights, in terms of tactics, tend to rely... They do drop pod raids as the initial assault, and then tend to follow it up with standard armor and infantry attacks. Kinda the shock and awe thing only works once, so you may as well keep on with it. Bikes! Oh, bikes! How many bikes do I have? I can outfit second company as Raven Wing. I've got 40 bikes. How many Marines are in second company? Weird question. Oh, second company's pretty much full strength, but I could arm the tactical Marines with bikes. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Because, yeah, second company in the Dark Angels is the Raven Wing. First company is the Death Wing. Which, sadly, I can't do Terminator suits for, but that's not random. Select all. Select all. Unload. There. And into turn. Go defensive. See, the Land Raiders should be able to... It's moderate, so I'm hoping the defensive and the Land Raiders is what will swing this fight in our favour. 1 war boss, 6 million obs. Oh, I got the rhinos in the front. Where's the... I'm guessing the 223X is the Land Raiders, because it's got the rhinos up the front. Yep, the rhinos are gone. This is actually a bit more of a brawl than I was wanting it to be. But still, it'll give us good experience. I lost the... What? How the fuck did 4 Land Raiders get destroyed? Wow. Okay. I call slight bullshit. I guess I have to replace the Land Raiders now. In defensive... Oh, the Predators and the Land Raiders were up the front before the Rhinos. Well, that's dumb. I should put the firepower back here. Same for attack. How much does a Land Raider cost? It's 500, isn't it? 800. Shit. Well, at least our fourth company still have a couple. Oh, that's... onwards and upwards. We've got Predators. What's Predators armed with? Oh, maybe I'll go into vehicle stats. Right, what are you... No, why does it still say Tactical Marine? I don't want the Tactical Marine. I want the Land Raider. Okay, that's going to be annoying. Accounts for 20 space, but it's armed with... Glass cannon and... this is kind of hard. Yeah, it's not letting me actually get any information on that. What about Predator tanks? What are they armed with? Oh, I've left them on the home planet as well, which doesn't help. 10 space, but you can arm them with autocannons or heavy bolters, which is pretty standard. I want to try buying First Company. Let's just buy them 3 Predator tanks, and then see what we can arm with. Oh, they're back on the homeworld too. Re-equip. Autocannon. No, I'm looking for las cannons. Oh, so... Okay, no, you can't change the weapons. Unless you need to go into... Ah, okay. No, you should be able to re-equip it with las cannons. Weird. Anyway, I guess we'll ignore tanks, because we'll have to pick them up at some point. Right, back to it. We were on Persia. First Company... Unload... Guess we'll unload them there. Go defensive. Alright, now... nope, we want full strength attack on the remainder. And then have First Company kind of try and mop up what's left. so bugged about those land raiders. It's dumb. I really should be more technically aware of that. Load. Unload. We'll load them there, but I also want to... Oh yeah, I need to promote to first company. Try and get them an upgrade. And I want to transfer you two to first company, because that's something I should have done earlier. Unload to Persia 1. Right, that's everyone. Also, I might actually... you can't actually transfer them out of the Librarian Corps, can you? I'm actually going to re-equip you with A, B, C, F, Force Weapons, Psychic Hooks. And we'll unload you onto the planet as well. Defensive. Now, this should be a bit better because we've got Librarians and Apothecaries. Good. Right, how are they looking? Oh, 82, 83, 84. Some of them have got 84 XP. That's pretty good. 84 and 83. Right, select all. Load back into the ship. Select all. Unload. Sparse. And we have to do the same to the Librarian Corps, because that's mildly annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. Right, and now the rest of the chapter launches a full strength attack on the Orc forces over here. This way we try and maximize some of our XP. Wow, the storm bolters from the rhinos just eat them to bits. It's great. Alright, defensive forces. Shoot them down, boys. Blast cannon, storm bolters. I should also rely more on bolt weapons instead of plasma weapons and stuff, because I'm thinking it's probably... we're going to launch a counter-attack. Nice. Alright. 83, 84, 85. Yeah, 83, 84 is all pretty good. Load back into the strike cruiser. We don't want to leave the Librarians behind. Excellent. Sector secure. Back south. Unholy death with a hairy Tyranid presence. Well, we have a strike cruiser, don't we? We don't want to send 6th Company, but this could be a... Oh, they're back on the Basilisk Fae. I didn't realize. I thought the scouts were back on Telenor. Oh, I was going to say we could send the scouts. Actually, why don't we create a little task force, a squad if you will, to go investigate it. So we should... we have nobody, no one back on the homeworld for this. I was thinking of making a squad, have a Tech Marine, Apothecary, and like 15 guys. Got Mark 7. I don't want to risk the full force. Well, I'll put it on the back bench. Maybe when I have some more equipment, I shall do that. Also... oh yeah, I'm just thinking. Why don't I just... how much is... oh, 26 times 10, it's 260. 260? Maybe in a couple turns I might get 10 Zulus of Mark IV Maximus. And then outfit a squad. A squad of the 1st Company. Why does it say Guardians of Telenor when that's the 6th Company? Does it apply across all borders? No, it shouldn't. It's just a game glitch. Okay, that's fine. Right. No corruption, no artifacts, nothing in our sight to accommodate 1, 0. Oh, orcs are killed. Merial is free. Alright, I believe it's time for us to head south, I suppose. To New Veronica. Veracia. To New Veronica, jeez. Yaganau 1. 12 months. It will take us 10 months to get there. I actually think we shall coordinate the whole chapter. Normally this is against Storm Knight's policy to coordinate the chapter. Ah. Now the Storm Knights actually get on fairly well with... Where's Venator 3? Alright, so this is where we put the other part of the Storm Knight's philosophy into action. So, interrogate a chaplain and a full squad. No, actually, yeah, we will do that, but since we've got the money, we'll get 10 suits of Mark IV, plus accommodating chain axes. Got 10 flamers and stuff. So what we're going to do is take one full squad of Ravenwing, re-equip them with the suits of Mark IV, place the chainsaws of chain axes. I know I said power axes would be better, but we're going to go just for cost effectiveness right now. Although power axes one less, jeez. 130, and it even does more damage. I should have gotten power axes. Oh well. Now I'm being a cheapskate. Right. And now we're going to re-equip 2 of them with... We want ranged, we want flamers, and one of them we will re-equip with a melter. ABM for melter gun. Right. Oh, I forgot. I need to place his bolter with a chain axe. Axe. Yes, okay, that's fine. And then what we do is for 6 company is the squad we are going to go send out with the interrogator chaplain. We're going to re-equip them with the suits of Mark 6, up their armor potential in case they run into trouble. We are also going to give one a flamer and one a melter gun, I think. Flamer. Actually, I'm going to give it to just because his name's funny. Re-equip melter. M for melter. Right, and now this squad, with the addition of the chaplain and the interrogator, are going to go to the Predator of Tyranid. And the Predator of Tyranid will leave the fleet over above, is going to go investigate that fallen, while the rest of the fallen go over there. Alright, now I'm also thinking what we should really do. Armamentorium. Yes, we should probably start. Yep. Lightning claws are still a little too expensive, as are thunder hammers or anything sexy like that. I'm going to get 3 plasma guns. They're pretty overpriced, but I'd kind of like to get a couple. And then we're not going to bother with flamers or anything too much because hopefully we should be recovering them from relics and looting and things rather than anything else. Boarding I'm thinking of... Yeah, boarding shield. A 2-handed ranged weapon. See, you'd want to go storm shield and like a power sword or a power fist with Mark III. Yeah. So 200 suits of Mark 7 is pretty good. I mean, that's fairly bog standard, but you know, it's alright. Now, we're going to keep the power axes for later because I'm thinking I might give the chain axes to a different squad. Actually, no. Isn't it? I have it set up so Terminators automatically get power swords instead of power fists. So I'll probably use those power swords for whatever Terminators I get first. Really hoping I get some. Alright, no armamentorium is fine. Recruitment. Ah, cool. Alright, we're starting to get some neophytes. Right. Three. I'll start. Where's that? That's 26 months. We can do that. I really hate the fact that the Inquisition tend to be doing this shit. Alright, now. No, event log. Yanari 1. Alright, first company, if you wouldn't mind investigating Yanari 1. And Venator 3. Venator 3. So we want to go 6th company. We want to take our merry band of warriors. Unload onto Venator 3. Alright, information was out of date. Now, we have 26 months to go back to there, so I'm going to send maybe 2 companies or a company back that way, and then the rest of them will carry on. So what we need to do is get 6th company, everyone on Venator 3. I hope you enjoyed your training mission. You know, nice for you to get out the house, back on your ship, and you can bugger off again. Right, back to Telenor, lads. Now, first company, we'll go back onto the Basilisk face. And what? Ravager Brezin. Ravager Brezin and Typhoon Master. The rest of them go that way. The rest of you lot go that way. Alright. So I've sent 2 companies up north, and the rest are going to go start killing these orcs, because that's what we're supposed to do, Inquisition. Yes, the Storm Knights dislike the Inquisition. A, because of the nosiness and interfering with the Fallen thing, and the fact that they really don't want to be found out because they don't want to actually be doing it in the first place, but also because they kind of think the Inquisition are a bit of dicks. A civilian population of 47 is probably fine. I mean, really, it's not 88 billion. 47, nah, just, oh, actually, no. Why don't we just have First Company do this? First Company, you can go attack. I want Terminator suits. First Company, attack. Cool. Stormlight's still at 100%. Excellent. Some of them are slightly wounded, but no one needs bionics yet, which is good. As I said, the more 84, 85 XP I see is good. No one's actually wounded at all, are they? No, seems alright. Alright. Yes. No. The Storm Knights are the type to bomb. 90 billion, so 0.9 billion is 90 million? 90 million dead to a bombardment's okay, I suppose. Yeah! Orc forces are down. Alright, and now what we'll do is unload First Company onto this planet, but we're going to have them give them backup in terms of the Librarian Corps. And how about Ninth Company? Oh, Ninth Company I sent off with the others. How about 10th Company? There we go. Right. We're going to go defensive. Seriously, with the Librarian Corps and the Scouts, you should be fine. Where's the Librarian Corps? There you go. That's better. Get your warp powers into this. Oh, we lost a lot of the fortifications. Right. Attack. Gun them down. Seriously, your first company is supposed to be the best of the best. There we go. Right. Alright. Nobody's still loaded, ready for Terminator plate. Also, I'm mildly disappointed in you lot for... Wait, who here doesn't have... Oh, because you're still in training. You're not actually a official librarian yet. Alright, and 10th Company... Load back onto the ship. You guys are not quite there yet, but you're fine. I have 3 turns left for those guys. Oh yeah, first company. 86, 85 XP. Surprisingly, the guys I've given the fancy weapons to are the least equipped. The blue trim is very unusual. Why is there blue trim for the Mark IV Maximus? I haven't got blue anywhere. You guys aren't librarians? Odd. Alright, it will take you 6 turns to get there. I may as well warp jump, I suppose. Right. Now, what did the Inquisition want me to do again? Antarius 1 in 6 months. So, who have I got? The Ravager Brezen and the Typhoon Master. Alright. Ravager Brezen, 4th Company. Please unload. Nothing. Piss all. Oh, you're back on board. Double check, because I know how this game's like. Alright, well, I might actually send them back to Telenor to pick up the tanks. And then send them back. May as well do a quick trip to home. I probably won't swap them out with 6th Company, because I think 6th Company are fine where they are. Ooh, moderate. Yeah, we'll launch a raid, and then if there's anything left alive, we'll send 1st Company down. Nice, tiny. 1st Company, do your jobs. Ooh, see, 2 melt guns and 2 flamers. The 2 chainsaws are kind of irrelevant, but may as well do that. Right. Attack! Gun them down. Yay! None of you are experienced enough for Terminator armor, yet you're all in 1st Company. That seems like an oxymoron. Storm Knights, 2 Apulia. You guys, 2 Balahamanagarb. Also, are there any actually Orkwords left? No. Do I want to keep an Orkword alive so it doesn't encourage chaos to show up? Or do we want to play this more aggressively? Well, spoke too soon. Well, no worry about that then. Alright, you guys, you're only 2 warp jumps away from Telenor. You may as well pick up the tanks. Alright. Aww, and I haven't saved in ages. Crap.